Hey, welcome to DECA Audios. Today we're going to be learning about terms related to place, one of the four P's of marketing. These terms are taken directly from Competition University, which is a $25 study source that I'll be providing terms for you guys from for free. So let's get right into it and study. Account Manager, a vendor representative in charge of specific customers or channel partners. Affinity Group, a group of people linked by a common interest or purpose. Affinity Partner is a licensing arrangement where a business allows a company to use its brand, like its name, logo, etc., and access to its audience to sell a product or service, in return for a royalty and/or a benefit to the business, like a discount, donation to an organization, etc. Agent, an intermediary or third-party entity responsible for facilitating transactions and relationships between a company and its distribution channels, such as retailers or wholesalers. Antitrust laws, regulations designed to promote fair competition in the marketplace by preventing monopolies and other anti-competitive practices. Automation, the use of technology and software tools to streamline and optimize the processes involved in managing sales and distribution channels. Barcode, a unique identification code on products, pallets, and coupons. The code is read by an electronic scanner for receiving, ordering, and inventory control purposes. Bonding, a guarantee of performance required, either by law or consumer demand, for many businesses. BOPIS, which stands for Buy Online, Pick Up in Store, a retail strategy that allows customers to purchase products online and then pick them up at a physical store location. Broker, an individual or a firm when it acts as an agent for a customer, as in negotiating contracts, purchases, or sales in return for a fee or commission for its services. Business-to-business distribution occurs between a producer and industrial users of raw materials needed for the manufacture of finished products. For example, a logging company needs a distribution system to connect it with the lumber manufacturer who makes wood for buildings and furniture. Business-to-customer distribution. This occurs between the producer and the final user. For instance, the lumber manufacturer sells lumber to the furniture maker, who then makes furniture and sells it to retail stores, who then sells it to the final customer. Business ethics, the critical structured examination of how people and institutions should behave in the world of commerce. In particular, this involves examining appropriate constraints on the pursuit of self-interest, or, for firms, profits when the actions of individuals or firms affect others. Carrier, company that transports goods and/or people by air, land, or sea in its own or chartered vessels or equipment, and is named as the carrier in the contract of carriage. Channel, a means that a manufacturer may market and sell products to end users and consumers, a system used for extending sales beyond a company's internal resources, using partners such as resellers and retailers. Members of the system may include a direct sales force, resellers, distributors, retailers, agents, dealers, catalogs, or websites. Channel captain, a channel partner who is given a leadership role to help organize the channel and prevent conflict. Channel conflict, disputes or tensions that arise between different channel partners, often due to overlapping territories or conflicting interests. Channel diversification, expanding the range of distribution channels used to reach customers, such as adding online marketplaces, social media platforms, or direct sales channels. Channel enablement, providing channel partners with the tools, resources, and support they need to effectively market, sell, and support a vendor's product or services. Channel integration, the seamless alignment and coordination of different channels within a distribution network to deliver a unified customer experience and maximize sales opportunities. Channel intelligence, the gathering, analysis, and utilization of data and insights from various channels to inform decision-making, improve performance, and enhance competitiveness. Channel loyalty, the degree of commitment and allegiance exhibited by channel partners towards a particular vendor or brand, often influenced by factors such as incentives, support, and profitability. Channel management, a process by which a company creates formalized programs for selling and servicing customers within a specific channel in order to reach the widest possible customer base. Channel member is one part of the organized network of institutions which, in combination, perform all the functions required to link producers with end users. Channel of distribution, a specified and organized network of agencies and institutions which, in combination, perform all the functions required to link merchandisers with end customers to accomplish the marketing task of distribution. Channel optimization, the process of maximizing the efficiency and effectiveness of distribution channels through strategic planning, resource allocation, and performance measurement. Channel partner, a company who a manufacturer partners with to market and sell the manufacturer's products and/or services. Might be a reseller, distributor, retailer, agent, or dealer. Channel partner ecosystem, a network of organizations including distributors, resellers, retailers, and suppliers collaborating to market, sell, and distribute products or services. Click and collect, a retail service that allows customers to order products online and pick them up in store at their convenience. Co-branding, going to the market with multiple brands tied to a product or service. Coercion, the use of undue pressure or manipulation to compel channel partners to act against their best interests or to comply with certain demands. Consumer, the end user who utilizes goods or services for personal consumption or benefit. The consumer may or may not also be the customer. Contract, a voluntary, deliberate, and legally binding agreement between two or more competent parties. Contracts are usually written but may also be spoken or implied. Co-opetition, collaboration between competing channel members to achieve mutual benefit, such as sharing resources or expanding market reach. Coordinate, to make of the same order or degree, equal in rank or importance. Credibility, the quality of being believable or worthy of trust. Customer service, all interactions between a customer and a product provider at the time of sale and thereafter. Direct to consumer, a business model where manufacturers or brands sell products directly to consumers, bypassing traditional retail intermediaries, often facilitated through online platforms or physical stores owned by the brand. Dark store, a retail location that functions solely as a fulfillment center for online orders, without serving walk-in customers. Direct distribution, takes place when a product or service leaves the producer and goes directly to the customer with no middleman involved. This occurs more often than not with the sale of services. Distribution, the movement of goods and services from the source through a channel right up to the final customer, consumer, or user, and the movement of payment in the opposite direction, right up to the original producer or supplier. Distributor, one that markets and/or sells a product, typically a wholesaler or other intermediary who helps move a product from the manufacturer to a company that is authorized to sell the product on behalf of the manufacturer. Diversion, the reselling of a product by a partner without agreement from the vendor. Dropshipping, a fulfillment method where retailers don't keep products in stock, but instead transfer customer order and shipment details to a manufacturer, wholesaler, or another retailer who then ships the goods directly to the customer. DTC. This three-letter abbreviation is similar to direct distribution and refers to a brand or manufacturer selling its own products to its end customers. Dual distribution occurs when a producer is allowed to use different channels to reach the same market as long as they are not engaging in unfair competition. E-commerce, the exchange of goods, information products, or services via an electronic medium such as the Internet. End-to-end visibility, complete transparency and insight into the entire supply chain process, from production to delivery, allowing for better decision-making and optimization. Exclusive dealing, a contractual requirement for a supplier to sell their goods only through a particular retail or wholesale sales outlet within a particular region. Full line forcing, requiring a channel member to carry an entire product line in order to obtain any of the supplier's products, and is illegal if it does not serve a legitimate business need. Gray market, an unofficial market in which products are bought and sold at prices lower than the authorized prices. Incentive program, any program used to motivate sales or performance, or any behavior to achieve desired results, usually in a specific time frame. Indirect distribution, occurs when there are intermediaries or middlemen within the distribution channel. Industrial user, an entity or organization that utilizes raw materials, machinery, and labor to produce goods or services on a large scale for commercial purposes. Integrity, adherence to moral and ethical principles, soundness of moral character, honesty. Intermediary, firm or person such as a broker or consultant who acts as a mediator on a link between parties to a business deal, investment decision, negotiation, etc. Inventory control, managing inventory to ensure the proper amount is on hand and ordered. Inventory shrinkage, a reduction in inventory caused by theft, spoilage, damage, or an unknown reason. JIT, also known as just-in-time, is an inventory system that allows parts to arrive just as they are needed. It is used in many manufacturing plants, reduces excess inventory on hand, and reduces the need for large warehouses and associated costs. Licensing, formal permission from a governmental or other constituted authority to do something, as to carry on some business or profession. Logistics, planning, execution, and control of the procurement, movement, and stationing of products, personnel, material, and other resources to achieve the objectives of a campaign, plan, project, or strategy. Manufacturer, an entity that makes a good through a process involving raw materials, components, or assemblies, usually on a large scale with different operations divided among different workers. Market segmentation, the process of dividing a market of potential customers into groups or segments based on different characteristics. Marketing, a coordination of business activities to provide goods and services to meet the wants and needs of customers. MDF, otherwise known as Market Development Funds, funds provided by a manufacturer to channel partners to help them market and promote the manufacturer's products. Minimize, reduce something, especially something unwanted or unpleasant, to the smallest possible amount or degree. Monitor, to check, supervise, watch, or keep track of. Monopoly, a market structure in which a single company or entity has exclusive control over the supply of a particular product or service, giving it significant market power and the ability to set prices without competition. OEM, original equipment manufacturer, a company that produces equipment made from components that are typically purchased from other manufacturers. Omnichannel, a strategy that seamlessly integrates various sales and distribution channels, such as online, offline, mobile, and brick-and-mortar stores, to provide customers with a unified and consistent shopping experience across all touchpoints. Partner, a company which has an official recognition in a channel and provides extended sales reach to a vendor, also known as providers, middlemen, and members. Performance return on investment, the numeric value of incremental revenues and profit gained by a specific trade channel program. Predictive modeling, a process that uses data mining and probability to forecast outcomes. Product, a good, idea, method, information, object, or service created as a result of a process and serves a need or satisfies a want. It has a combination of tangible and intangible attributes, like benefits, features, functions, uses, that a seller offers a buyer for a purchase. Profit margin, the amount of every dollar of sales a company actually keeps as profit. Provider, a company that provides reach to the vendor as part of the channel. Pull strategy, promotional acts of creating interest in a specific product within a target audience, who then demands the product from channel partners, causing the product to be pulled through the manufacturer's sales channels. Push strategy, the act of pushing a product through a marketing channel by employing trade promotions or other activities that provides incentives to channels to purchase the product. Relationship, a connection between variables, such as a correlation, or between people, such as a marriage. Reseller, independent companies which are authorized to purchase and resell a manufacturer's products. Retailer, a business or person that sells goods to the consumer as opposed to a wholesaler or supplier, who normally sell their goods to another business. Radio frequency identification. RFID is a technology that uses radio waves to automatically identify and track tags attached to objects, enabling efficient inventory management, supply chain tracking, and other applications. Sales channel, a specific pathway or method through which a company sells its products or services to customers, such as retail stores, online platforms, or direct sales. Ship from store, fulfillment method where online orders are shipped directly from retail stores instead of centralized warehouses, reducing delivery times and costs. Slotting allowance, a fee paid by suppliers to retailers for securing shelf space or preferred product placement within a store. SPIF/SPIFF, which stands for Sales Performance Incentive Fund/Special Performance Incentive for a Field Force. These incentives are financial rewards used to incent the behavior and activity that will lead to specific goals and achievement or short-term sales objectives. Stuffing, a practice used by a vendor to inflate sales and earning figures by delivering products to the channel ahead of schedule. Trade channel program, a manufacturer-initiated sales or marketing promotional campaign that is targeted at channel partners. Trade industry, the industry of purchasing products from manufacturers for resale to the others. Members include retailers, wholesalers, resellers, and agents. Trade promotion, a sales or marketing promotional campaign targeted at a segment in the sales channel rather than at the end consumer. Two-level channel, occurs when a retailer is between the producer and consumer. Tying arrangement, occurs when a channel member is required to buy additional products in order to be able to purchase a certain product. This is illegal if it promotes unfair competition. Vendor, a company which provides product and organizes a channel to sell it. Vendor Managed Inventory, short form VMI. It's a supply chain model where suppliers are responsible for monitoring and replenishing inventory levels at the customer's location, ensuring optimal stock levels and reducing stockouts. Wholesaler, a member of a company's channel who purchases products from the manufacturer, holds an inventory, and then distributes products to authorized channel partners, provides cost and delivery efficiencies. Zero-level channel, a direct connection between producer and consumer, also referred to as direct distribution,